r/AskReddit. What YouTube channel do you have an undying hatred for? Everything made by the Fine brothers. Those smug faces after the React scandal completely ruined it for me. Seriously. I used to love the YouTubers' React videos. It was cool to see some people whose videos I watched and find them out of their normal element and just being them. And seeing their pop on some funny viral videos. It was like an inside scoop almost to both what their personality is more like in the real world and into the whole YouTube thing in general. And then the scandal happened. I haven't watched any React videos since then. I miss seeing it sometimes. But I refuse to contribute to those guys anymore. They also lost all the celebrities. No more MatPat. No Masso. No Sub3RFRUIT. No Macy Williams. All the big names just won't work with them anymore. It definitely killed the series. Anisian. That one is sort of self-explanatory though. I saw a girl do a reading of his book. He's such a little hit. He went out of his way to mention how fat his stepmother was constantly. Like if he said something about her, he'd throw in a mention that she was fat. As if we didn't already ducking know from the first 50 times he said it. He'd try to paint himself as a hero whose parents were holding him down and being mean. But he was the arsehole in every situation. I think I know what girl you're talking about. Her videos reading his book are great. Vegan gains. Oh my god, just hearing it makes me angry. Dude is a sociopath. If you're a vegan that's great, but don't make death threats and make fun of people that died of cancer. He literally did a reenactment of the video of that creepy mass shooter in California, like WTF. His big thing is that he is joking. But he isn't at all funny, and he plays it straight, which isn't the best for his demographic anyway. Seriously. As a vegan, I hate him. I don't know many vegans who like him, and if they do they are usually assholes. PewDiePie. I don't deny that Felix is an all-around great person. But I just don't really like his persona of the Pewds. Even though YouTube has an improved video time where most let's plays would be around the 15-20 minute mark, he's still doing videos in the 10-minute format, which leaves a lot of his videos with excessive cuts and jumps. Not really good form in this genre of YouTube videos. YouTube is now paying more for longer videos than for frequent short videos. I get your point. But Pewds has stated several times that he'd rather make shorter videos and profit less making them the way he wants them to be, and even then sometimes they feel like they go on for too long than making them extra long for no reason. It's more he doesn't have to worry too much about the money from longer videos as he has massive contracts thrown at him every day that pay far more. Brofesco. He's a league playing Pewds wannabe who tries his hardest to be funny. I can see why he would appeal to 12-year-olds but nothing older. Holy hit, this guy gets on my ducking nerves. Every single one of his videos are nothing but clickbait titles followed by the most annoying commentary of all time. I don't know if it's just his voice or the smug ways he talks as he plays. It just makes me hate him even more. Also the fact that he's really cringy in almost all cases. He tends to play games with people in Skype calls while doing his commentary. So all the people in his call are forced to listen to his hitty commentary because they've probably been told shut up him recording for the last 5 games so that he can get his footage. And to think, I clicked 2 of his videos and my recommendation box is just being flooded with him. Ugh. What is up pimps and players xddddddddddddd. SoFlo Antonio's channel. Number SoFlo bro. Papa bless. Miranda sings. I know it's a character played by someone else. But damn, her lips and voice annoy the hell out of me. About 6 months ago, I saw a couple videos. Thought she was funny and subscribed. 6 months go by and I realized at no point did I have a desire to watch anything she uploaded in that time frame. She's funny in small doses. But on a regular basis, she gets grating fast. She basically exaggerates all the annoying things the other YouTube people do to the point they look ridiculous. And they all miss the point and collab with her. The Young Turks. They've tricked me multiple times into clicking on their videos, which are disguised as something I actually wanted to see. I have never wanted to hear commentary from these people. That's the problem. They feature stories I'm actually interested in. But then they ruin it by being in the actual video. Those people are insufferable sometimes. And always factually wrong whenever it's concerning something that happened outside the US. I mean, they've denied the Armenian genocide before, so I have no idea who any of these channels are, and reading about them, I'm thankful for that. It's not hatred, but I've definitely fallen off the source wagon. I think Michael has a great energy, and he has some really interesting questions. But it starts off with something that I genuinely haven't thought about the answer to that question. But now I'm curious, and ends with me thinking, how the duck did we get here from the original question? Beginning of video, why do zebras have stripes? End of video, and that's how Panda Express ended the Portuguese colonial wars. Exactly. I wouldn't mind, because it's also interesting information. But I clicked wanting to know about zebras and their stripes. Damn it. I'm surprised I don't see any Nicole Harbor comments. It is manipulative, unfunny, and a first degree liar. Edit, Arbor. I hate her, I'm a random asshole. Accent type of thing that she does when she speaks. I feel like she's one of those people who brags about being an asshole because it's her personality. Can't stand her. Edit, I know what it is now after watching a video of hers right now. She's trying very hard to fit that cool girl / I'm not like other girls thing. Says she is blunt. Is actually a runt. Vitaly. He tried to do a porno, but couldn't get it up, and ending up shaking his flaccid bean while watching his friend do all the work. What? When was this? The majority of large Minecraft channels, Sky Does Minecraft, The Bajan Canadian, etc. I don't care that they pander to kids. That's their thing. But goddamn, they need to make some original content once in a while. For example, The Bajan Canadian has over 700 videos of the Hunger Games in Minecraft. Some of them I can still stand though, like /u/ethoslab. I find his channels relaxing. I like to fall asleep to calm let's plays like that. Dan and Phil. It's not so much them as people, but the awful fan base they have created. You can't go anywhere without their god awful fans showing up and making some unrelevant comment. God forbid you say anything bad about them either. I'm inclined to agree. I love Dan and Phil. They are two of my favorite YouTubers, but majority of their fan base are 12, 15-year-old girls and they are savage. Every now and then I click onto one of their Dan and Phil Games videos, and the comments on there are just so ugh. In fact, just earlier I was looking at music videos on it, and half of the comments were lol I got here from my Dan and Phil babies. Shudder. Freely Thabananageral. She is so ducking awful. All she does is attack other people and say atrocious things about them based on what they eat. And she promotes really unhealthy, disordered eating habits. I'm pretty sure she has an eating disorder, but I'm not 100% sure because I try to stay away from her hateful bullshit, so I don't watch her videos. She promotes a hit, unbalanced, orthorexic eating style. She hits all over anyone who isn't below 8% body fat. Her BF, Harley Rianrida, is much worse, especially with harassing others and with the pseudoscience crap. Even better, it doesn't matter to them if you are already vegan. They'll jump down your throat anyway. Raw till 4. Their diet plan doesn't work for everyone. They refuse to accept that. I did it for 2 months and my insulin sensitivity, blood sugar, whatever, is still jacked up. People have tried to sue them claiming they became pre-diabetic on Raw till 4. Because what the hell else is going to happen when you're eating 3000 calories of straight carbs all day long? I love and cherish carbs, fruits, veggies, whole grains. But you need balance. You need the other macronutrients. They go around harassing anyone who claims to have body image issues. Vegan or not, raw vegan or not. If you aren't eating their way, you're a fatty. If you're eating their way and still fat, clearly you're sneaking Big Macs. They target young girls with eating disorders, specifically anorexia and binge eating disorder. One fairly popular Tumblr girl, Rosie Clean the Defreshsted, who didn't hate them. Ate fruits and veggies in abundance. Promoted a similar way of living. Had to leave for a while for her own mental health. Inpatient care and everything. They claim to care about girls with eating disorders, but turn around and call them crazy. In this case, clearly Rosie was still starving herself and not eating the food she was taking pictures of. Otherwise she wouldn't have any mental health issues. I'm not going to say any more, but it's a ducking disaster. I hate them. I'm vegan. I tried the hit. And I hate them. Edit. Words. Sam Pepper. Man. Sam Pepper. I'm pretty sure he removed all of his videos and made a video apologizing and said his videos were fake. Last I checked he moved on to vlogish and urban exploration type videos. I actually watched one of his newer videos and they aren't bad. Do you mean when he deleted everything after the XL abuse thing or after the kidnapping prank thing? All Vivo channels. I just want to listen to music without having every other word censored. They haven't censored in years. No. Op is referring to censorship. Every single last channel that has videos with thumbnails showing someone making a stupid ducking face. God. I really miss when thumbnails were just a random screen cap from the video. But people started exploiting them by adding a single frame with the image they wanted you to see, and in the end YouTube made custom thumbnails a thing. Cannot believe no one has said Quibble Cop. That guy drives me up a ducking wall. The vocal equivalent of a belt sander on the inner ear. Markiplier. He's like the Seth MacFarlane of YouTube. He's undoubtedly talented. Both of them with their voices alone would be considered talented and probably genuinely nice people. But I find them both so goddamn abrasive when I'm forced to listen to their work. Markiplier is one of the few YouTubers that hasn't had their fame go to their head. He is still a genuine guy and that's why I support him. I understand and respect your opinion. But I have to say that there are a lot more channels out there with really serious issues. Him and Jacksepticeye. I don't care for either of their channels, but they both seem pretty humble about their reach and success. Mojo Top 10. The laziest channel of all time. Horrid. Predictable videos as well. I'd rather watch that creepy guy who sits for hours and just smiles than Mojo crap. I actually like watch Mojo just because it's low effort. If I'm eating food, sometimes I'll load up a top 10 beat movie one-liners or something. Visually appealing. Easy to digest. Somewhat soothing commentator. I think Watch Mojo is harmless enough not to deserve to be in this thread. Hobby Kids TV. OMG the hatred. My almost 4-year-old has been obsessed with them for months. It's 3 spoiled kids and their parents opening up tons and tons of toys and surprise eggs. To a little kid it looks like they have tons of toys all to themselves. We are big on helping others in need, and it's hard to explain to a kid that these kids probably don't have an abundance of toys and probably donate them. Although, I've never seen an episode or heard them mention donating anything. It makes me sick how much money these people make off of this. Another close one is Funnel Vision. 3 kids and their extremely annoying dad making videos. However, they are not as bad as Hobby Kids because some of their videos are about taking trips. Which is fun for my son because he has gone to some of those places too. And sometimes the kids just play games which makes them seem not as spoiled as Hobby Kids. Just looked at Hobby Kids TV. Jesus. Okay. Let's say on a bad day that 1,000 views? $1. Maybe even $5 since chances are their community don't use adblock. In the past day then they've made $980 if they're lucky. Now, it's obvious that they don't pay for anything. Companies see their channel. 1.6 million subs and think let's give them some stuff for free. They unbox it and seem really ungrateful so that other kids see it and ask for it for their birthday/Christmas. Also, if you look at their videos there are lots of brand icons in the thumbnails. Which means they are more than likely sponsored. So they make money unboxing toys. And receive ad rev on top of that. More sins are the bright flashy colors in the thumbnails to get more clicks, and then the kids icons like SpongeBob, Lightning McQueen, Minions, kinda, Spider-Man and Toy Story. To be honest though, They are making bank, although their kids probably have hid Christmases, since they already have everything. Lightning McQueef. Lumpheo. What the hell kind of kid toy is that? Smosh. What does everyone think is so funny? Smosh's audience has usually been about 10, 14-year-old kids. I think that once a group of kids grow out of Smosh, a new group start getting into it. But a lot of people feel like their older stuff was better and just never unsubscribed. Some will occasionally watch a newer video by them and have varied reactions. See, I understand that I grew out of them around 16 years old. I'm no longer target audience. But I still have a somewhat childish sense of humor, and all they do is stuff I found funny when I was in kindergarten. That and everybody has to have a gaming channel. So when their channel became that and Prep for Food Battle 20, it wasn't fun anymore. Then they tried poorly drawn cartoons with zit-popping storylines. Is that really funny? Am I just old now? On the same topic, Jenna Marbles also has a gaming channel.